I went to law school, I started in 1971, and I graduated in 1974. And there were a significant number of women in my law school class at George Washington University, which is also known as the National Law Center of George Washington University. But when I came home in 1974 to take the bar exam, as I recall, there were 3 women that year. I think there were maybe, if I could be mistaken, but there were about 150 people taking the bar, but I was one of 3 women. So Nevada was just a little bit behind the curve, but certainly nationally things were starting to change. I would want men and women to know that some of these battles were not easily won, and they took a very long time. And but for the dedication and commitment and the perseverance of a lot of these women, so many of the rights that we sometimes take for granted today, it has not always been that way. And it's important that we remember that even the right to vote. I can remember one time when I was Secretary of State, I had a particularly young woman who worked for me. She came into my office and she said, "Frankie Sue, tell me it isn't true. Tell me that we didn't have the right to vote from the beginning." And I said, "No, we did not have the right to vote from the beginning." And so I think that it's really important to make sure that folks do understand that some of these things took a lot of time, and some things, such as the right to choose, are in constant peril. I mean, there could come a day when some of the things that were fought for could become restricted again. And then again, you look at the world that we live in, and you look at a world where Nigerian girls are kidnapped because they want an education, or people in the Middle East, unfortunately, girls are forbidden education. And the tragedy, and you see how important it is, again, for all of us, whoever we are, wherever we are, individually and collectively, to do whatever we can to support education. And also to periodically remind people that there were trailblazers who came before us. And each of us do what we can. I mean, we pay it forward, and we do what we can to try to make a difference and try to change things to make them better.